Mostly, no my course showbiz industry, no, and as Zionfelix, me de amount. I go off a little bit when the issue is of national interest. Na here amount for be dear chebe boy na no me de count. That is why Black Stars qualify for the World Cup games no me de ba ma update it me a course. So all those content are here on Zionfelix Studio. You can enjoy them. A lot of things I give it to you here. Then also this particular issue is very, very important. Can you say I'm coming to a boy in with the moon image now and I'm sure wow it is young here this particular in chechemu and unti and I made a bro. Meeting as Zionfelix. This particular explanation is not sponsored by anybody. And now ban as mommy and you've been asked mommy. Me and Martinez the man who say, when them in say I'm a bro, send me also better send it yeah. Actually, me no send this car. Boom, how I best send this car. So I won't send this one. No way you see car every hole. I'll be back. I didn't want to say I'm talking about the E-Levy. Yes, E-Levy. No, you say no. As a more near dreams, Emma, a jebo. I'm paying a day, ne pen, a so assign a passe, a man of a law. Tino, in the interior, and say, Madama, Busumia day enemy, may die a decline, and I 11. Say, BB and Sia, yeah, constant your chair, you be said, Ceteris paribus. Ceteris paribus, all things being equal, say, she and Sia, May 1, 2022, and as a 1st May 2022, and I 11, everything about so. Pacho Jimbre. Now share this video to the end. It might be a little bit long because in Chechemu and I'm there, bro, and I'll be doing a little bit of examples for people to also understand certain things. How I understand it is how I'm giving it to you. I remember somewhere last year, about Finance Minister Eko Ridi, budget now 11 shares no. I met the Deputy Minister for Finance, Emmanuel Cheche and Semu. I thought that time they just muscle, but yeah, my no. Or met me at parliament. I call Tuaba and Yabaso. And this is for another minority, every parliament and a majority. Yes, am I a speaker? I family say the yes have won it. The yes are winning the whether you worked out or it didn't work out. Or accept it. And I'm penning His Excellency Nana Dankwa on the last day of the month March. At the pen, as is so a sign here. I'm not by law. Matisse minority for a court over this issue. In him how things will pan out, but as it stands now, as I said, all things being equal, ceteris paribus, May 1, 2022, E-Levy will take effect. Now, this is the explanation Menya, according to a document, Ministry of Finance, area to Abontain, as I enforce Messiah Cabino, and you will bear 18 pointers in it. It be just normal things, but there are some 5 or 6 crucial things in this document. Zionfelix, my imagine say, I think I'll talk about all the 18 pointers, but 5 or 6 of them in there. Make sure that I dwell on it for us to know much about it. Maybe I will send this car. Point 1 is what the E-Levy is all about. I mean, E-Levy, a tax imposing on electronic transfers. So, what's this car or online biana and no tax. And it is 1.5%. And Metikasi almost took 1% too. I don't know why it came back to the 1.5%. So it is 1.5% on an amount of money I'll be sending digitally and now online. Yes, 1.5%. Now, let me also add that if it is after you've sent your first 100 cities, that is when E-Levy take effect. The other say and Zionfelix me send sika akoma obia. Ebia me cameraman junior as a randia. I me send 1,000 Ghana cedis. First 100 cities of the 1,000 Ghana cedis no omonte. So me 100 cities na 1,000 na 900 na kano. Omat start at 1.5% of it nefrim. So the whole day, scam me sending 100 cities E-Levy no affecting no. Yes. The whole day if I send 100 Ghana cedis, E-Levy won't affect it, but it will start taking effect after the 100 cities in a day. So I can send 10 cities, 10 cities, 10 cities, 10 cities are 10, any 100 Ghana cedis, and no E-Levy. But me send the 11th 10 Ghana cedis now, and no me start at it. So if I send first 100 Ghana cedis, E-Levy. Now after after 100 cities, no, any amount of money I send in a day, 1.5% of it will go as a charge for E-Levy. And not yet the telecommunication charge number charge no a different. To send 100 cities, the telco will charge their own charges as not E-Levy about. Yes. So there are two charges. So much show what the E-Levy is about. And the point 2 is also the rate. No, and the mark 1.5 is the rate. Point 3. Why has government decided to levy electronic transfer? Now, these are the reasons in TIA are buying agency or budget tax on electronic mode of payment. This is let's not forget a mode of payment. Who send this canoe a mode of payment and I yet say. And then I'm a question with Brabano. Say, why do you have to charge me on my mode of payment? Now, reasons why the government is charging on E-Levy or electronic transfers. 1, to expand the tax base. As tax, and to increase domestic tax mobilization due to Ghana's low tax per GDP ratio compared to its per and other developing nations. To provide an opportunity for every Ghanaian to contribute towards nation building. So more money to pon. Was there. So was all more money to pon. And to reduce dependency on debt and borrowing. Say be ya buying and bubble say be the independent or outside world. That is why I'm penny as I buy say Omoji E-Levy. Now point 4 also says what will the revenue generated by E-Levy be used for? Then a day E-Levy and one of the reasons and it's saying seemingly intractable and hydra-headed challenges of high youth unemployment. Unemployment will yes, unemployment will come out youth unemployment. Now, of course, and I buy so the E-Levy way a bit me. Another point on why I buy so the E-Levy inadequate and poor physical and digital infrastructure, including in particular roads. I mean, mining koye, some person mining koye. To E-Levy now, or de a bit me abwa amanet me akoye. Rising public debt. Bobo Sansa and the kind of doors until 11 bar, young Bobo Sian, in the public debt and 8 million cost show, a bit about form and diminishing entrepreneurship culture of Ghanaians. A mamma for scars and a bear, a month with me. I yet Numa El Krumwa. How will the E-Levy be applied? And as a machine 1.5 no. First, I'm not gonna say this a free until subsequent amount of money you send in a day. And a better. Let me give 2 or 3 examples. First one is say the whole day, what's any 100 Ghana cedis E-Levy charge won't affect you, but the telco or the bank now will send this kind of major charges. If example MTN, Tigo or Glo, I'm going to take 10 cedis for 100 Ghana cedis, the 10 cedis will still apply, but E-Levy won't be applied. But if you send beyond 100 Ghana cedis, maybe I was sending 100 cedis first. If you're sending other 100 Ghana cedis now, you've utilized your free E-Levy because what the class 100 cedis. So the next 100 Ghana cedi or 200 or 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 Ghana cedi you send no, and then the E-Levy will be applied. That is why when we charge 1.5% of the amount of money you send. So let's say you are sending 10,000 Ghana cedis the whole day. 10,000 Ghana cedis, 100 cedis from Rebecca 9,999 or so. I stand to corrected on that figure. I think so. 9,999. That is when the 1.5% will apply. 100 Ghana cedi at a chow. So yeah, that's the application of E-Levy. Now point 6, who is responsible for charging the E-Levy and how will it be charged? Now people responsible near telcos now who use on my platform as in this kind, and then again the banks now obey use on my platform no to send money or more in charge. So the platform now they send this kind or more in charge of the E-Levy. To send no matter number 2. And then who will be collecting the E-Levy? Definitely a Ghana Revenue Authority. I'm in charge of tax in Ghana here. So a Ghana Revenue Authority and a taking in charge of this E-Levy. Now, this is very important. I'll spend much time here. What transaction fall under E-Levy? I'll take my time and explain it for you to understand it in case one and answer one here. What transaction fall under E-Levy? Any transfer to or from a mobile money account or from a bank account of a person will be subject to the tax. From mobile money or bank transfer, you better E-Levy. Mobile money or bank transfer, you better E-Levy. Now, transfers done on the same mobile network. Example, if me send from me MTN to me MTN na a falling out of the 100 Ghana cedi na you bet E-Levy. Me ma me Kumase obaso ko ton toast and say be obaso otwe electricity bill and I say obaso odi sky bibi na Zionfelix me send amaboma 500 Ghana cedis. They'll take E-Levy on the 500 Ghana cedis. That is if I've already sent 100 cedis be amobia the whole 500 Ghana cedis they'll take E-Levy 1.5 out of it. 1.5% out of the 500 Ghana cedi no 7 cedis 50 pesos. That is if I've already sent 100 Ghana cedis. I mean sending 100 Ghana cedis there, yeah. On met 100 cedis next 500 Ghana cedis, naka 400 cedis now. On met 11 nefrim. But the whole 500 Ghana cedis will go. But because I mean sending 100 cedis the day no, on met 100 nefrim, not 400 na can on met taxi and no. Now on met me 11 no etime from. So from one like the same network on metal, and then again transfers from one mobile network to a recipient on another network. Probably my father is using Airtel to go. Zionfelix in Kumasi in Accra, but me send mbapa sika I will use Airtel to go. Me send ebeko, but mete no matter the network you are using. So from MTN to MTN, from Tigo to Tigo, from Vodafone to Vodafone, or from MTN to Vodafone, Vodafone to Airtel to go no ebe afati. So far as you are using Momo nkwadiye, ebetel. Another point is transfer from bank account to mobile account. Hey, we there with you. I'm not there. Transfer from bank account to mobile account. So Zionfelix ebia miniska Momo. And I say I want to be smart. I send my money from mobile money account to my bank account. So I want to use my bank account to send money to my mother. So I take my phone, open the app, now my bought to my mother from bank to Momo. On me. E-Levy, yes, because a online transfer. You better. Ubetia E-Levy. Mama say yampa. Munya ide munya no. We dey better. The other ones I feel say weird. Me do and make catch. The ones I think are weird, me do and make catch. So from bank, if I say Absa, Eco Bank, any other ABN, you better from Absa to MTN Momo, from ABS Stancha to Airtel to go, from Bank Baby, Fidelity Bank to Vodafone Cash, you better 1.5. You better. I know. Transfers from mobile money account to bank account. Say from bank to Momo, you better vice versa. I know say better. What I say? From Momo to bank account, you better. Me pacho. You better. Momo to bank account, you better. Don't forget to send it and now home. Another one too is bank transfers on a digital platform or application which originate from a bank account belonging to an individual. For example, can we transfer money from and also if you are sending so bank transfers, simply put, bank transfers. If I'm sending money from my bank account to my mother's bank account, my sister is sending money to his boyfriend through the same bank account. Bank account, yeah better. So from my ex-girlfriend I'm Jano be a JSS3 and chua ampofwa akosi my creating name no from Stanchart to Zionfelix Absa Bank and I say Fidelity Banker you better because it's online transfer. So bank transfers you better and I say Zionfelix Enterprise my tossment from Obiho George Matono George number say me transfer scanner from Zionfelix Bank Enterprise bank account to UMB Bank to George the company bank account. George may transfer no. If I say me transfer 50,000 Ghana cedis, calculate 1.5. 1.5% times 50,000 Ghana cedis. I bet me 750 Ghana cedis for the mode of payment. To yes, I want to say I could use 50 Ghana cedis from bank no. If I go to the bank account, and no yento. Sana mo pache bank transfer. So and no more you better no. And no. And I'm about no. I hope say rain fee. Mobile money accounts be better from Momo to Momo, whether the same network or not the same network, you better. From bank to Momo, you better. From Momo to bank, you better. From bank to bank, you better. I just say any online transaction be you better. From ATM to Momo. Any online transaction you better. After you buy transactions are yento. But your hands will tell you. No one say okay with them me free yent me. First one the mekan no cumulative transfers of 100 Ghana cedis ka cumulative a ka usika nya wasen nya bom na up to 100 series a eno yentel to send 5 series ekoma oba bi yentel wo send 20 yentel ka kan nya bu na the whole day 100 series a yentel hwe but as soon as it falls outside the 100 Ghana series per you've gone beyond limiting the amount no limiting 100 series o threshold o free threshold 100 Ghana series onya bro per any amount of money be abesend be no you bet charge 1.5% on it as at now no there you nyante somewhat so but 1.5%. Another second point yentel a transfer between accounts owned by the same person. Zionfelix, I have two phones, I have two numbers, 0242 and 045. Ningna is registered in my name, so if I'm using my 0242 to transfer money to my 0245, they won't deduct me because it's the same person. Media as a change can take my account. No, according to Imran, yent me. So transfer between accounts owned by the same person. And no yento. So from your bank to the Sabia, you have two bank accounts from maybe Absa to Fidelity Bank. Nina wow there and on yento. But the amounts of matrum ni maybe from Momo to bank, the same person because I do that a lot. I transfer my Momo money to my bank account. I don't know a name, so I have question there. Mostly, miska about Momo na neko bank account. So if I want to withdraw money from bank to Momo and my NSA, so I don't know. Saying the same. I'm sure saying it's so affected because it is for the same person. Meaning, I'm sure it won't affect it because they are saying that if the account is owned by the same person now, I won't say unless they are all sending it to the different person. Yeah, that is meant here. Later, maybe I make ministry now I'll get the right people for them to explain to me. But what they are saying right now is if you are transferring between your own accounts an individual as I have two different bank accounts with two different banks may transfer I won't say I have two different numbers. If I'm transferring money to different number now I am in dinner I won't say people will try to play smart say on my phone on my obi yusu where they are over draw because so transfers of the payment of taxes, fees, charges, and any payment of taxes, fee, or charges made to an MD or MMDA using the Ghana Ucha tax through Ghana government online and Yakasa. Is you say if I say more inculcated the habit of using online payment now. And more tax me I pay tax but I am in online. I go to me a bemo haya kaso a bemo haya and me come kutia. But I also turn online. I don't know untia in E-Levy. And then last but one, specified merchant payments. Payments made to commercial establishments through Momo or any bank transfer registered with the Ghana Revenue Authority and also untia tax. And transfers between principal agent and master agent accounts won't be in charge of them. I'm more agent for no no. I'm more yet to more in charge of them. Point 2 is also here. Point number 10. Are utility and airtime payments subject to E-Levy? Who tell light bill and answer what to airtime? Who better E-Levy answer untia? Abusia tie according to Ministry of Finance, on document nekutam sia na me reading no. Me kan potoka sem. Na me dey about for moment ase ni e ma sa chira mo ase. Are utility and airtime payments subject to E-Levy? Yes. Member on muncheme yes. Operative article form. Yes. Once the payment is made from a mobile money account, bank account, or through a merchant payment platform and exceeds the 100 Ghana cedi daily threshold, the levy is payable. In terms of say, I'm going sorry, I'm sending Randy, me camera guy no 100 Ghana cedis. Me twana ema me dum so, na me light go off. Me ko check na mo say, oh, me prepaid asan. Enu nti ma me ko tobi. Me coin na me so me, answer be me charge through Momo. Me told you 500 Ghana cedis, answer 1,000 cedis. You bet me E-Levy because me the online echiaka. But me cash e de kukucha o hondia yenti me E-Levy. no yent but me twa Momo nko de betime yes and I say so MTN for say omo nye scratch card biem nti person auto airtime Momo na de beto airtime no MTN for bring back our scratch card MTN for bring back the scratch card because now people want to buy scratch card. Now MTN says no scratch card unya binto. So buy airtime through Momo. Buy your data through Momo. Me, I buy data a lot and I buy them through Momo. Now the E-Levy says you pay E-Levy on it. I mean the document I have. You pay E-Levy on the Momo. The airtime you're buying because you're buying from Momo. You are using Momo to pay. So for us, you've exceeded the 100 Ghana cedi limit a day. No, E-Levy on the airtime you are buying or the data. Data nimba, I'm sure data can because airtime nibia. On their document, there's no data in it, but I'm sure say data can because then you know the Momo and a airto. Now is it MTN for? And then before too, when I was on fast scratch card and to be. They say how we go do am. So shouldn't we buy airtime again? And I will switch. The entire say switching code different network. So the document says if you are paying a utility bill, now or limit of 100 cedis daily no aswa me pacho we use Momo you bet E-Levy. If you are paying credit, okay, if you are paying credit and also so no or you're buying credit and also so you bet E-Levy. Or credit now autonomous auto credit 500 cedis are. And even if it's 20 Ghana cedis, that's a 100 cedis limit no a better E-Levy. Now let me explain that further. Mama want to say. So 100 cedis limit for a day and what exhaust here. Now we send even 10 Ghana cedis come by better E-Levy on a 10 Ghana cedi. Auto credit 20 cedis come by better E-Levy on a 20 cedi because you've already exhausted your 100 Ghana cedi limit now. So any amount of money you use outside your limits no be a better tax. Whether it's a small or big. So if it is 50 cedis, you pay your E-Levy on it because you've already exhausted 100 cedis a day. For that part. Point 11. Would the E-Levy be charged on payments of wages, salaries using money, mobile money? Now listen. Maybe out there you might know the Momo. Now this is the answer for you. This is the answer Minister of Finance is saying. If the company is registered with GRA for income tax or VAT and salary payments is made from a corporate bank account, there will be no E-Levy charge on the amount. But unregistered there, you pay E-Levy. Unregistered there, you pay tax for paying your workers. Sure. You pay your tax. Would there be a threshold above which E-Levy charges? This is very important. Would there be a threshold above which E-Levy charges will not apply? I mean, your limits be, I mean, CBA E-Levy not apply. That's the answer, not the amount. No, there is no threshold. The E-Levy applies to all transfer amounts. Enti say, Jata Cement air transfer 1 million Ghana cedi to Zionfelix, calculate 1.5% of 1 million Ghana cedis. If Zionfelix Enterprise, that's why I gave a different example earlier. If Zionfelix Enterprise is transferring 50,000 Ghana cedi to Abia, Vena, Belakwa, Gasem, any company, say be autosment as Oton. Because I'm using bank transfer now, 1.5% will be applied on the 50,000 Ghana cedis. That is 750 Ghana cedis for the mode of transfer. No be say the interest come in Fasoko be na saying. If I saw 2 times, it's now 750 Ghana cedis as E-Levy. Okay, any commentary. So that is what the E-Levy is saying. There is no threshold. Any amount of money you send via, it is out of your 100 Ghana cedi limit in Ibiano. You pay E-Levy. That is my understanding. Now, there's a question that most people have been asking a lot. Will E-Levy affect ATM transactions? No. E-Levy, anyway, E-Levy ATM withdrawals. No. No. ATM withdrawals are excluded from the E-Levy. And only at the Ministry of Finance, or more. Will mobile money quick loan attract E-Levy? Mobile quick loan. I say, loan repayments will not attract the levy if the recipient is registered with the GRA for income tax or VAT. But there's a quick loan for me registered though, I think so. So until you back to quick loan on count to me boys home disturbing us. So if the quick loan company no registered with GRA there untia, but if not there, the sender would have to pay E-Levy. Other ones near at EB. Will there be a separate bank account to collect the E-Levy? GRA4 say a call a year consolidated fund name, and then another question is we are encouraged to pay our taxes. When will the E-Levy come? Medical can E-Levy about May 1, 2022. So Abusia Maka E-Levy in Navy. The E-Levy no. As another Mampenya passes, a fiancia May 1, 2022. E-Levy Ababaso. Momo to Momo, Ubetua E-Levy. Momo to bank, Ubetua E-Levy. Bank to Momo, Ubetua. Auto airtime, Ubetua. Utia bills, Ubetua E-Levy. Debut, as a Makakanyina. Nina no, almost almost a limit of 100 Ghana cedi in a day. So, payments no fall out of 100 Ghana cedi in a day now. Don't forget, they only charge you if you fall out of the 100 Ghana cedi payment threshold in a day now. Go be 100 cedis now. Gentle. So me a day on Sunday beyond 100 Ghana cedi or you free unto your E-Levy. But as soon as she sends more than 100 Ghana cedi, then they start charging on the extras now a wasono. That is 1.5 Ghana cedi. Yeriyo or Ghana ye. What do you think about E-Levy? Is it good? Is it going to help the digitization of Mokano? My dear Zionfelix, let me know what you think in the comment section. Subscribe to Zionfelix Studio. Bye bye.